Imagine a world where every piece of information you ever needed was floating in the air right in front of you, completely invisible to the human eye. We live in that world today, governed by a silent, powerful force that keeps our society functioning. But how did we go from tangled copper wires to a global network that operates on nothing but thin air? Today, we are diving into the incredible evolution of wireless technology. Hello everyone! To understand where we are going, we first have to look back at how we harnessed the electromagnetic spectrum. It is a journey involving secret wartime inventions, massive distance records, and the clever physics of radio waves. This is the story of Wi-Fi, and it is much more complex than just a password on the back of your router. Long before the internet existed, scientists discovered that energy could travel through space without a physical connection. In the late 1800s, researchers proved that electromagnetic waves existed. They realized that by manipulating these waves, they could carry information across great distances. This was the birth of radio, the grandfather of all wireless communication. The core principle is simple. A transmitter sends out a signal at a specific frequency, measured in hertz. This frequency determines how much data the wave can carry and how far it can travel. In those early days, the goal was just to send a single pass. Today, we send billions of bits of data every single second. As we move into the mid-20th century, the demand for more sophisticated communication grew. During World War II, a famous actress named Hedy Lamarr helped invent a frequency hopping system. This was designed to prevent torpedoes from being jammed, but it actually laid the mathematical foundation for the secure Wi-Fi connections we use in our homes today. By the 1970s, the first wireless computer network, AlohaNet, was developed in Hawaii. It used ultra-high-frequency radio waves to connect computers across the islands. This was a massive leap forward. It proved that data packets could be sent through the air just as reliably as they could through a cable. The real turning point came in 1997. That was the year the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers released the first version of the 802.11 standard. This was the official birth of what we now call Wi-Fi. It offered a speed of only 2 megabits per second, which seems incredibly slow now, but back then it was a revolution. In 1999, Wi-Fi went mainstream when Apple introduced wireless networking for their iBook laptops. Suddenly, people realized they did not have to be tethered to a desk. You could sit on your couch and browse the web. The speed jumped to 11 megabits per second with the arrival of the B standard. But as people started using Wi-Fi at home, they noticed a problem. Why does the signal drop when you go into the kitchen? This is due to the physics of materials. Common household materials like concrete, brick, and even water in pipes absorb or reflect the radio waves. Metal is the worst enemy of a wireless signal, acting like a shield that blocks the path. Frequency usage is a delicate balance. The 2.4 GHz band is excellent for range because its longer waves can pass through obstacles more easily. However, it is very crowded because microwaves and cordless phones use it too. The 5 GHz band is faster and less crowded, but its shorter waves struggle to move through walls, limiting your effective range. To combat these limits, engineers focused on antenna design. Antennas are the mouth and ears of your router. Looking towards the future, we are even exploring ways to use light instead of radio waves. This is called Li-Fi. By flickering LED bulbs at speeds invisible to the human eye, we can transmit data at incredibly high rates. Before mesh systems were common, people used creative solutions to increase their range. Have you ever heard of a cantenna? In the early 2000s, hobbyists found that they could use a modified tin can or a parabolic dish to focus their Wi-Fi signal. By placing the receiver at the focal point of a metal curve, they could send signals across several kilometers. Speaking of distance, what is the world record for a Wi-Fi link? Using specialized high-power equipment and massive parabolic antennas, researchers have successfully sent a Wi-Fi signal over 380 kilometers. This shows that the technology is capable of incredible things if you have a clear line of sight and the right hardware. While Wi-Fi conquered our homes, another technology tried to conquer entire cities: WiMAX. Standing for Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access, it was designed to provide high-speed internet over massive areas. WiMAX was a serious contender in the mid-2000s. It was intended to be the Wi-Fi on steroids. However, as 4G and LTE cellular technologies improved, WiMAX eventually lost the battle for the mobile market. Today, it is mostly used for specialized, long-distance, fixed wireless connections in rural areas. One major challenge for long-distance wireless like WiMAX is weather. High-frequency signals are sensitive to rain, fog, and even humidity. This is called rain fade. Water molecules in the air absorb the energy of the radio waves, causing the connection to become unstable or drop entirely during a heavy storm. As our homes became smarter, we needed more than just high speed. We needed devices that could talk to each other without using too much battery. This is where specialized protocols like Zigbee and LoRa come into play. Zigbee uses a mesh architecture, meaning every device acts as a repeater for the others. It is perfect for a house full of smart bulbs and sensors. It does not need the high bandwidth of Wi-Fi, so it can run for years on a single tiny battery. Then there is LoRa, which stands for long range. This technology is truly impressive for its ability to send small amounts of data over 10 or 15 kilometers in rural areas. It is used for tracking cattle or managing smart city infrastructure. Back in our homes, we solved the dead zone problem with mesh networks. In the old days, we used simple extenders that often cut our speed in half. A mesh system is different. It uses multiple nodes that work together as a single, seamless network. They communicate with each other on a dedicated backhaul frequency to ensure your speed stays high everywhere. Stability is the hallmark of a good mesh system. If one node fails, the others automatically reroute the data. It is like a smart traffic system for your internet. This has made the one router in the basement setup obsolete. To understand the ultimate potential of wireless, we have to look at the field of astrophysics. The same principles we use to detect light from distant stars are used to optimize our wireless data. We are essentially capturing cosmic scale physics and shrinking it down to fit inside a smartphone. In the study of cosmology, we look at how energy moves across the vast vacuum of space. Interestingly, some of the most advanced algorithms used to clean up Wi-Fi signals were originally developed by astronomers trying to filter out noise from the deepest parts of the universe. We are currently entering the era of Wi-Fi 6 and the upcoming Wi-Fi 7. These new standards use advanced techniques like orthogonal frequency division multiple access. It sounds complicated, but it basically means the router can talk to dozens of devices at the exact same time without waiting in line. The speed difference is staggering. We have gone from 2 megabits per second to theoretical speeds of over 40 gigabits per second. That is 20,000 times faster than the original Wi-Fi standard. We can now stream 8K video, play cloud games, and run virtual reality headsets, all on the same wireless connection. But what about power? Wireless signals are strictly regulated by governments to ensure they do not interfere with medical equipment or airplanes. Most home routers operate at a power level of about 100 milliwatts. This is very low, yet it is enough to provide high-speed data across several rooms. One of the biggest hurdles in wireless history was roaming. In the past, your phone would hold onto a weak signal from the main router, even if you were standing right next to an extender. Modern protocols now allow your devices to transition instantly between nodes without dropping a single packet. Looking toward the future, we are even exploring ways to use light instead of radio waves. This is called Li-Fi. By flickering LED bulbs at speeds invisible to the human eye, we can transmit data at incredibly high rates. It cannot go through walls, which makes it extremely secure for offices and banks. The combination of Wi-Fi, LoRa, and 5G is creating a hyper-connected world. Every street lamp, trash can, and water meter will eventually be part of this invisible web. This level of connectivity will allow for self-driving cars and fully automated cities that respond to our needs in real time. It is easy to take this for granted. We walk into a cafe, ask for the password, and instantly we are connected to the sum of all human knowledge. But every time you see those signal bars on your screen, remember the decades of physics, engineering, and trial and error that made it possible. The miniaturization of these components is another miracle. What used to require a large external card now fits on a chip smaller than your fingernail. These chips are capable of processing complex mathematical equations in microseconds to keep your connection stable and secure. We must also consider the security of our airwaves. From the early WEP encryption that could be cracked in minutes to the modern WPA3 standard, protecting our data has been a constant arms race. Wi-Fi has become a fundamental human right in many parts of the world. It bridges the digital divide, allowing people in remote areas to access education, healthcare, and global markets. Just as we use radio telescopes to peek into the heart of a black hole or calculate the effects of dark energy on the expansion of the universe, our routers use similar math. The science is truly universal. If you are struggling with your connection at home, remember the basics we discussed. Position your router in a central, elevated location. Avoid placing it near large metal objects or thick walls. The evolution of wireless technology is far from over. We are heading toward a future of zero latency and infinite connectivity. From the first megabit to the latest gigabit, the journey of Wi-Fi is a testament to human ingenuity. We took the invisible energy of the universe and turned it into a tool that has redefined how we live. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the world of wireless technology. It is a field that sits at the intersection of everyday convenience and high-level astrophysics. If you found this exploration interesting, please consider supporting the channel. Click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching.